guys, so this morning I thought I would do a video on my 20k subscribers like Q&A. So you guys have answered or asked me some questions, so I thought I'd just go through the different questions and hopefully you can find out a bit more about me. So the first question is, what are some of the side effects of being too flexible that you've noticed? I've got to say, when I was younger I worked a lot, like a hell of a lot, on strength and core as well as flexibility, because I was always just naturally incredibly flexible, and if I hadn't have focused on those areas, you know, of core strength, of just general strength, then I think I would have ended up with problems from being like hypermobile. And so through focusing so much on like core and strength, I don't really have any issues. I honestly don't. I would say, touch wood, I'm injury free, and it's been like that for a pretty long time, to be honest. So obviously, if you know maybe a bit more about me, if you've been following my videos for a while, you will know that I love to do weight training, and that's probably a bigger part of my training than the handstands and flexibility that you guys see. The majority of the time, other than in the isolation period, I do train weights like at least 6 days a week normally. So that helps me really build up strength, and then I have a very solid foundation in core work from when I was younger, and I just kind of keep that ticking over. So they're basically the main areas, and I haven't really suffered any negative side effects from being so flexible because I focused on that. But yeah. Do you consider yourself a contortionist or a gymnast? I don't consider myself a contortionist. Like, that is, I guess, a side effect from me being incredibly flexible, but I would label myself as, well, from a gymnastic background, I'm formerly a gymnast, but actually a hand balancer. I just prefer the term and the fact that it's not associated with, I don't like the associations that people put with being a contortionist, so I don't really label myself. Well, I never used to. I do sometimes now, just because obviously I'm incredibly flexible. But yeah, I would see myself as a gymnast and now hand balancer. Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 10 years time? So I'm very ambitious, and I've got lots of goals in terms of like business goals and life goals and training goals, and with what I want to achieve. So I want to basically build a really good epic membership site where I'm helping as many people as possible achieving their handstand flexibility, health, fitness type goals, and becoming like the best possible version, I guess, of themselves, living a life that they love. And so that's kind of my main priority, and something that I will be starting very soon, literally probably within the next week or so. So I'm really excited for that. And then in terms of training, so obviously I used to do a lot of gymnastics and used to compete in that, but now I've transitioned to fitness modelling, kind of like the bodybuilding industry. So I would like to get my IFBB Pro card within the next like year or a couple of years, and I just kind of see that growing. Obviously I love weights training, but also my passion is performance, so to create the most beautiful performances possible with the skill that I've got, and continue to just work and develop on my one arms. And yeah, you can never master anything, you know, there's always more you can learn. So basically try and get as far as I can with that. And also, because I love travelling so much, just being able to have the freedom to be able to travel and perform in beautiful locations around the world and create emotive performances that kind of moves people, that is, to me, what I would love to be able to do. And then maybe that might help inspire people, and they're kind of like my main goals, really. When is the left arm handstand coming? So it's coming. To be fair, I always forget to train it because I usually just kind of focus more on like performance-y stuff, or I'm doing like weights training. So when I film like my handstands, it's normally what you see is what you get. I don't do too much additional work other than what you see, because I spent such a long time, well, years training in that area. Now I'm very lucky I can maintain quite easily, so I can just focus on like shapes and different things. But I will try and work more on the left arm, one arm handstand, because it would be super cool if I can do the positions I can on my right arm, also my left arm. So that is something that I will focus on. Thank you for reminding me. What do you find happiness outside of your routine? Do you play an instrument, sing, dance? So I would say socialising with my friends. Like, I have really amazing friends in Oxford, in different places around the world, just because I've travelled quite a lot the last couple of years, and around the UK. Like, I've got friends from school who are in London and different locations. And so yeah, I like to socialise, see my friends. I don't play a musical instrument, I like to listen to music. So with my music, I'm one of those people, I know most people hate this, but I like a little bit of each kind of genre of music, and I find, depending what mood I'm in, that can be really kind of relaxing, that can bring me a lot of joy. I also like to read. I love reading different like self-development and business books. And go for walks, just be in nature, visit new locations. Obviously travel is a big part of my life, so I find happiness with a lot of those things. I just generally love my life, I'm very lucky, and obviously training is a big part, and that brings me a lot of happiness as well. Are you going to do a Patreon or anything like that? So I already have one, so maybe I'll link the link below. If anyone wants to check that out, you can support me if you like. But yes, I will not be doing an OnlyFans page. With my Patreon, it's not an OnlyFans page. Like, I'm not really prepared to do that, that's not my style. I want to create beautiful performances and obviously be in the best shape possible aesthetically, and so obviously I can show that, but I would not be prepared to do an OnlyFans page, it's just not my thing. How much money do you earn by YouTube? Maybe I'll do a separate video at some point for this. I mean, at the moment I probably monetized my YouTube channel back in, I think it was June, and the first month it went quite well because all of a sudden I think one of my videos went not viral but like semi-viral, I guess. And so I made that month maybe about £600, and then the last couple of months it's been about like maybe £400 so because I'm still fairly low subscriber count, it's not super high, but you know, it all helps, it's better than nothing. And the way I look at it is I pump it back into new equipment, new camera equipment, my training, so different things that I need it for. Are you naturally flexible, or did you have to work hard for it? As I had mentioned at the beginning, yes, I am naturally incredibly flexible, so I'm lucky that I didn't really have to work hard for the flexibility. I did have to work a lot on the strength though. Tell us about your family. So my family is lovely. I'm incredibly lucky. I have two parents who I'm very close to, and I see them when I'm in the UK most weeks. They normally come across to Oxford, so I'm very grateful for that. And me and my dad often travel together, because my mum doesn't quite like going to really hot places, and she doesn't like long flights, so it's always nice. We're quite close because we're both into travelling and sport, me and my dad, and me and my mum have always been very close. And then I've also got an older brother and older sister who are based in London and Bristol, and they're lovely as well, so I've got an amazing family. Do you have a boyfriend, or are you single? So I don't have a boyfriend, I am single. So the way I look at it again is my training, my business is priority, and if someone who happens to be the right person comes into my life, then great. If not, then I'm happy with what I'm doing, who I am. You should be at 100 million by now. I wish. Maybe one day. Other than Bali and Greece, is there a place in the world that you'd like to visit? Oh my gosh, there's so many places in the world I'd like to visit. Probably top of my list at the moment is I really want to go and visit Japan. It's always been somewhere that really interests me. My favourite food is sushi, and I've got to go and try the sushi out there. Love to go in like cherry blossom season because it just looks incredible, and I want to go and kind of like visit the different cities, the mountains, experience the culture and things like that. Also, I really want to go to Nepal. I really want to go trekking in Nepal, like the I think it's Annapurna route. Looks really beautiful, and I just love like lakes and walking and hiking and stuff like that. Want to obviously go back to Bali. There's so many places. I went to Greece a couple of days ago, as you guys know. I had a bit of a nightmare. So I had my camera with me, started off really well, filmed at the airport. I was thinking, oh, you know, I'm going to be able to film the whole trip. My memory card locked, so I literally didn't film anything. I might even insert the start to the vlog of that on this video, just because otherwise there's no purpose for it. I don't know where to put it. But yeah, I've just got so many countries I want to go and see and experience the culture, meet the people, try the food, go and train in like the best gyms. That's priority for me, and share it with you guys, like bring you guys along the journey with me. So there's lots of places. And yeah, another one about OnlyFans page. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the majority of the questions, so I think I'll end it there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I'm so grateful, thankful for everyone who's already subscribed. Like, I just can't believe it. I'm quite overwhelmed. So yeah, thank you so much for supporting me, and I will see you guys in my next video.